Now in this lesson, I'm actually going to introduce you to the Photoshop interface itself. And this is the interface that you actually get maybe the first time that you actually open up Adobe Photoshop. Now Photoshop, as we said earlier, is a versatile graphic design software that is used all over, that is world all over. And in this session, I'm actually going to introduce you to the Photoshop interface. So anytime you open up the Photoshop interface, remember that these are the recent files. So anytime you create a project for a client, or maybe you're doing something for yourself, or that is a personal project, always remember that when you create any project, it's actually going to be listed over here when it comes to the recent items. Now you can actually view them in list mode, or you can actually view them in grid mode. All right, you can actually feel free to change that so that you can see what you've actually been working on. So currently this is what I've been working on. There's a website I was actually working on for a client, and I was actually using Adobe Photoshop to resize the images. Now let's just go back to list mode, and this is actually what you have. You can actually sort them out according to size. Feel free to do that. You can also sort them according to kind. All right, we have a PNG. PNG is basically an image with no background. And also you have a Photoshop project over here. Then you have a JPEG file over there. You can also have various files like SVG. You can have TIFF, but don't worry about that. You also have an option over here that is to learn. That is just some few tutorials that can actually help you. And then you also have some options, Lightroom photos. We have cloud documents. That is when you have Creative Cloud that is actually running on your PC. And then you also have files that have been shared with you. Maybe you're working on a team project. Now this really comes in when you have the Adobe Creative Cloud package. All right, and then you have the deleted files. Now if you want to create a new file in Adobe Photoshop, you only have to click on create new over here, and or you can also open a new file. Now the whole thing is you have to remember that these are the tools that I've actually just mentioned over here actually ease and help you speed up your work process when you're using Adobe Photoshop. Again, if you want to open a file, you just come over here on file. You also have options to edit. We have image options, we have layer images, we have type options, we have select, we have filter, we have 3D, we have view, we have window, we have help. And this is actually just to help you in the whole learning process. So if you want to just go directly and get to this tab over here, this interface that you've seen over here, let me just go back again. All you need to do is click on this Photoshop icon over here. So if I click on it, it's actually going to open up this interface, which is actually what we're really going to get into in the second class. So see you in the next second class as I actually introduce you to a few things in Adobe Photoshop. Thank you.